So nice to have you here. I created this sequence to give you something to come down and stretch out and relax and just appreciate the day that you've had up in the mountains. So, or just anywhere where you were, but specifically for those of you who are in the snow, who go skiing, just learn snowboarding, sledging, whatever not, like all these activities. You're in the cold, you have the sun in your face all day, you have the fresh air, and you come home in the evening like super energized and bubbly and maybe also a little bit tired and exhausted. And so this practice can bring you back to yourself, can like settle your energy a little bit, and also nurture your body and give your body a little bit of love back for all the activities it carried you throughout today. So to start with, I'm going to invite you to lay down on your back. If you have a yoga mat, that's awesome. If you don't have one, that's awesome too. Don't worry, you can just lay down on a carpet floor, maybe put a blanket or something underneath, or a towel works just fine. And then you're gonna meet me laying down on your back, and with your feet you have a couple of options. You can just extend them straight out in front of you, feet about hip width apart, and just relaxing the toes, letting them go wherever they go. You can bring the feet onto the mat and just let your knees look up, maybe even bringing the knees towards one another so that you can rest on one another. And then the other option is to bring the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. So find a position with your legs that feels really, really good. So everybody is different, everybody needs something else, and you might not know what you need, so just choose one, and with time you will figure it out. And then you can bring the right hand right onto your belly and the left hand onto your chest, onto your heart. And then just take a deep breath in through the nose, maybe even start closing your eyes. And exhale it out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. One last deep breath in through the nose, filling the whole body with air. The lungs, the belly. And then exhale it out. Let it go through the mouth. And then continue breathing naturally again, in and out through the nose. If you have a blocked or congested nose, of course you can breathe out in and out through the mouth as well, but preferably use your nose, which was designed to breathe for that specific task. And then just take this moment to notice any sounds or any smells in the room. With your eyes closed, can you figure out where the noise comes from, what it exactly is? Can you notice where the smell comes from? Maybe you have thoughts that connect directly with it. Feelings even. And then as you notice these things, like really appreciate and see your reactions as you notice certain sounds and smells. Do you have a tendency to label? We all do, so just become aware of it. Do you label a specific sound as annoying or stressful? Do you label a certain smell as pleasant or unpleasant? And then again, just become aware of your reactions. observe your reaction as if there were something apart from you. And then allow whatever you noticed just to be what it is. It's neither good, it's not bad. It just is. And come a little bit closer. Come onto your mat, noticing every body part that is directly connected to the ground. Notice the texture that's supporting you, the surface that is supporting you. Notice how it feels. Do you feel supported? Do you feel supported enough that you can fully relax and let go? Or do you notice certain tensions in your body still? Places that are holding on? Maybe it's the muscles that are still engaged from the day. Or maybe they don't want to let go of the experience of today yet. And this is a good time to become aware of it and suggest those muscles to relax for now. Maybe notice different temperature of the underground underneath you. And again, just don't label good or bad, just recognize and let it be what it is. And then come closer even, come into your body. Maybe follow your breath in and out through the nostrils into the body, seeing and observing where it goes. Maybe you just notice an overall feeling in your body, energetically, maybe also emotionally, and of course physically. How do you feel? Can you feel a sense of gratitude for the day that you've just had, for all the things that you've learned, for all the failures that you've had that taught you lessons that will make you grow, for all the bruises that you might have? Can you feel gratitude in your heart for all the people that were surrounding you, for all the people and workers that were making this experience even possible, for the materials you used, for the technique that we are having, for the comfort. And then give yourself a beautiful smile as you take another conscious deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. Open your eyes. And then bring the knees into the chest. Let's get moving a little bit. Squeeze the knees into the belly. Your left hand can come on top of the left knee, right hand onto the right knee or right shin, And then just do a couple movements here. So as you inhale, push your legs away from you or your knees away. Take a deep breath in here so you have space for the belly to fill with air. And then as you exhale, squeezing the legs gently into your chest again, into your belly to squeeze the air out. Inhale, extend, relax or release the legs off the belly. And exhale, bring it in. Try to keep the head relaxed on the floor. Full back is on the floor. Inhaling, extending the arms, and exhale, bringing the arms in, knees in. Beautiful. Now, grab your left knee or your left shin with both hands, interlacing the fingers, and then extend the right leg up. Start drawing a couple circles with your ankle to one direction, and then changing to the other direction. If it is really hard for you to keep that leg right up, you can either bring it a little bit into diagonal, or you may bend the knee a little bit as well. There's all options, just noticing what feels good in your body. It's not the idea to create tension anymore. Now, wherever you're at, just flex the foot really strongly and try to push the heel towards the ceiling in whatever angle works for you. Finding a beautiful stretch through the back side of your leg, through the calf. And then pointing the toes, finding a beautiful stretch through the front side of your leg. Flexing the foot again. And pointing. Beautiful. Bringing that knee back into the chest. Switch sides. Interlace your fingers. Grab your right shin and then extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. If you can, just straight up is ideal. But if this is not in your body and it doesn't really feel good, doesn't feel relaxing, then bring it a little bit into a diagonal, making sure that your lower back stays on the ground though, or even bring a bend into your knee. And then start circling that ankle. Left ankle fully circles in one direction and into the other. And try to really isolate, so it's just the ankle and not the whole leg that is circling. Beautiful. And then flex the foot wherever you're at. Extend the leg even more, pressing the heel up towards the ceiling and pull the toes towards you. Point the toes up, 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 finding a stretch through the front side of the leg, and then flexing again, finding a stretch in the back side of the leg. Your legs are a little bit working, but shouldn't be working too much. So if this is like really giving you a shake, then find another solution here. Find another way of placing your leg. What works for you? Good. And then bringing that knee back in as well. Extend both legs wherever they go. Heel is pushing, pushing, pushing. Shoulders relaxed, belly relaxed. And then slowly lower it down, feet down onto the ground. Place your feet about hip width apart, maybe even a little bit wider. And fairly close to your bum. They don't have to come all the way to the bum, but maybe so that you can just touch the heel with your longest finger. And then bring your arms out to the side. Lower the knees over to one side. Keep the feet where they're at. Just lower the knees. And then take here a deep breath. Try to relax into the legs. Exhale, letting go. Deep breath in here again. And exhale out. Let go of any tension. And come back up on your next inhalation. Knees up. And exhale, lower the legs, the knees over to the other side. Take a deep breath in here. Notice where your body is holding tension. And see if on the exhale you can let it go a little bit more, relaxing. What feels good for you right now, right here? Maybe you adapt, you might need to change the distance of your legs a little bit. Nothing is right or wrong. It should feel good right now, right here, for what we're trying to achieve. So no forcing. Good. Bring the feet in again, maybe replace them. Bring the feet hip width apart, and so that you can just scratch the heel with your longest finger again. Bring the hands alongside your body, palms facing down. And then just listen to me for a moment. So you're gonna start pulling the belly button in towards the spine and pressing the lower back down onto the ground. Let's just try doing this. Just press your whole lower back into the mat. Notice how this might lift your tailbone up a little bit. And then just go along with this. Press the feet down, engaging the quads a little bit more, and keep scooping this tailbone up, and then also lifting one vertebra at a time off the mat. So you can imagine of like a peeling off the vertebrae away from the mat. Rolling up, 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 all the way up to your cervical vertebrae, so just to your shoulders. Keep avoiding bringing the chin to the chest. Keep pulling the chin away from the chest, and chase the chin with your chest. Pushing the hips a little bit higher, but just as high as it feels good for your lower back as well, and tilt your pelvis so your tailbone is scooping up, aiming for the ceiling. Take one more deep breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly with control, lower the top vertebrae first. So your upper body, keep the tailbone scooping up, keep the belly button drawing in, keep the lower back round as you slowly lower one vertebra at a time. Middle back, lower back, sacrum, and relax. Here we go. So let's try to combine this movement with the breath. So take a deep breath in. Notice how the in breath is having a tendency to arch your back a little bit, and that's totally fine. And then use your exhale to push the belly button in towards the spine, lower back presses down, scoop the tailbone up, maybe move it up on an in breath. Breathe naturally here as you wish, as it feels good. Focusing on the vertebrae, really taking away one at a time from the ground. Keep the chin away from the chest. Chest chases the chin. So this we are doing so that we can maintain a neutral neck. And you also want to avoid looking left and right. So just gaze up to the ceiling here. Press the hips a little bit higher, engaging those quads just a little bit more. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale slowly, slowly, with control. Lower one vertebra at a time. Upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, and relax. Nice. Bring the arms out to the side, bring the knees into the chest, and then lower the knees over to one side. Take a deep breath here. Deep breath out. And then bring it back into center. And over to the other side. Deep breath in here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back up to center. And then step your left foot onto the mat. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling again. Activate the ankle. And then bring the right ankle on top of your left knee. And then just allow your right knee to relax downwards. Maybe you give it a gentle push with your right hand. Maybe this is enough for you here already. Maybe you already feel a good sensation over the backside of your right leg, or the backside of your right hip. And if you don't feel that much here, even with a gentle pressure of the right hand, then lift the left leg off the mat and grab or interlace your fingers behind your left quads. Left hamstring, sorry. And then just breathing here. You want to try to keep your whole spine on the floor. You can shift a little bit from side to side, just noticing how your legs feel. How your hips feel, how your hamstrings are feeling. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling a calming energy moving through your body. Lots of appreciation, lots of gratitude always. If this is not enough, you can interlace your fingers also behind or in front of the shin. But just do that if it feels good and for as long as your lower back doesn't lift off the mat. So choose your variation. And then slowly lower the left leg back onto the mat, onto the floor. Extend the right leg, bring the right foot down, left leg extends. Activate the ankle and then bring the left ankle on top of your right knee. Again, all the options here. So maybe you give a little bit of support or intensification with the left hand, finding a beautiful stretch. Maybe without the hand is already enough. Maybe you choose to lift the right leg off the mat, interlacing the fingers behind your right leg, and then just move a little bit from side to side. Maybe close your eyes. Going back into the day and reflecting on everything that you experienced. Sending out some gratitude to all the people, to all the things that you experienced. Maybe you grab the shin and just choose your variation. Choose something that feels good. You shouldn't feel pain in the knee. Shouldn't feel pain in the ankle. You shouldn't feel pain in the hip. Take another deep breath here. And then exhale, release the leg, lower the right leg down, extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, and coming back down. Beautiful. Now we're just gonna come up to a seated position for a short little sequence for the upper body, or the shoulders as well. So you can use a pillow under your hips. You can even come standing if sitting is not so comfortable, a block or a pillow, or sit on a chair. And find a position where you can have your spine neutral and upright, and you sit in a comfortable way. No tension should be holding on. If you're like sitting here like this and you can't really relax, then find another way. Maybe find a chair real quick, stop the video and find a chair to do this next sequence with me. And wherever you're at, give your shoulders a couple circles, forward, up, back and down, and then back, up, forward and down. Those movements should be relaxed and not to the full engagement. And then lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Taking a moment here, maybe do micro movements just to check in, to find the sweet spot. This with just simply using the weight of your head might feel like enough of a stretch. You can extend your left arm, and you might choose to bring the right arm, just a gentle add-on of the weight for the stretch. And take another deep breath here. Deep breath out. And then slowly release, come back up to center. Just check in with the two sides of your neck. Notice the difference. Maybe one feels longer, warmer. Maybe one feels shorter, colder. Maybe you don't feel a difference at all. And that's also something to notice. Bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Just checking in. Feeling where in your neck, in the side of your neck, you can feel this stretch. Maybe it even goes down a little bit into your back, over the shoulder. And then again, options. So either stay here, maybe this is enough already with the weight of your head. You can reach out with the right hand a little bit. You can also play a little bit with the angles of your wrist and the arm. And maybe you choose to bring the left hand on top of your head, adding a little bit of weight. But again, choose what feels good for you. And take another deep breath here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Letting go, coming back to center. Now bring your palms in front of your heart, elbows are lifting. So you're creating one straight line from one elbow to the other. Pressing the hands to the left side, looking over your right shoulder. See how far you can look over your right shoulder without turning your upper body. So your right hand pushes into your left, the left gives a little bit of resistance, and your head turns all the way to look over your right shoulder. Take another deep breath here. And then exhale, slowly bring it back to center and over to the other side. Left hand pushes into the right, right gives resistance, and with the head turn to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Try to keep the spine nice and tall, nice and erect. And see how far you can look over your left shoulder. Take another deep breath here. And exhale back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up over the side. Find a beautiful stretch here. Maybe wait here in this open, receiving position. Allowing anything to enter your body that you need. Any goodness, any well-being, any joy that you haven't experienced yet. But also be ready and open to give whatever you've generated today. All the love, appreciation, the energy. Take another deep breath here. Look up. And then exhale, bring the palms together to touch and bring them together in front of the heart. Close your eyes, maybe bow your head gently. And we're gonna close this yoga sequence with a deep, deep breath. We're actually gonna do 3 cycles. So we're gonna breathe in through the nose and then pause at the top in the fullness of the breath for a couple seconds, and then exhale out to let go through the mouth. No control there. So empty your lungs. Let's get in together. Deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs with air. Pause at the top, relaxing your shoulders. And exhale out through the mouth, letting go. Deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs and the belly with air. Pause at the top, relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your forehead. And then exhale out, letting go through the mouth. Last deepest breath of the day, in through the nose, filling your whole body with air. Lungs, the belly. Breathe all the way down into your tiptoes. Relax your shoulders, your belly, your forehead, your whole body as you pause at the top in the fullness of the breath. And then stay here in silence for as long as it feels good for you. And then choose your moment to breathe out through the mouth. No control, letting go. Bow your head again. Give yourself a huge smile. So really, physically, smile your biggest smile of the day. And then bring the thumbs to your forehead. Look up. Give thanks to whatever was guiding you from above, whatever was making this experience possible. Bring the thumbs to your sternum, to your heart. giving thanks to whatever was guiding you through the day, through this practice from within and around. And then bring the hands down, palms facing open, to give thanks to whatever was supporting you from below, through the practice, through the day. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself to calm down, to relax, to nourish your body, and to appreciate your experience of the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful good night's sleep.